badass.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand your racism.
It's because she's on a horse.
I don't care.
Back
Back to local. I don't care about this. Actually, this is kind of local. Like, I remember when I started, I was like, oh, look at all these Star City lists and all these pros. And then, like, I went to a couple and I'm like, these aren't really that hard. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the best in the world in any way, but, like, they're not all pros. Like, there's a handful of really good players there. I mean, not even just, like, well-known.
So,
like,
the rest of you guys are scrubs. No, it's okay. They eat
I'm just
shit.
saying, they're not as high up on a pedestal as I thought they were when I started.
What you're saying is they wish they were playing Wizards.
No.
Basically.
Dude's like, man,
They
you know
wish
who's really
they
good
were.
right now? 12 Wizards.
Fucking
And a
Talrand.
ranker.
And a rank.
A ranker. I'm gonna rank this Talrand. Game over.
So, game day.
Okay.
Yeah, we all play game day. All at Packers and Marvel. Yeah. So you brought a new
That was
brew,
fun.
Mr. Chris Rush.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. Little
Gandalf.
wizards action. Wizards!
You shall
So,
not pass.
Yeah, it's... No,
Lexi
actually, I
Mana.
kill myself most of the time. That's how this deck works.
I'll race you to
Yeah.
10.
But for anyone who doesn't know, it's just all the wizard cards, like Talrand, Augur, Delver. I know, right?
Broke
Fucking
down.
Garbage Delver.
Broke down, Sir
I
Rendelver.
hated sticking it in there.
bitching,
Yeah.
running the card.
To be fair, everyone told me to play this deck for fun,
I don't know
and
who
then I
you
came in there and
played.
whooped that ass with it. But it's got Snap. I guess he's the other wizard. I played Michaela. Shout out to her for getting that ass whooped.
Like I
round
said,
one.
I don't know who you played.
It's pretty good. Thanks for that. I was balling. And then it just runs a bunch of Phyrexian mana, and you make an army of dudes and kill people. It's awesome. I played who got second,
Overton?
Alex, or tied
James?
with me?
James.
What's that dude's name? Overton. Yeah. I played him game one, and I was like, Talrand, and he was like, okay, whatever. And then I was like, gut shot, I don't know, draw cards and all this stuff, and I had like 10 dudes and just killed him. Or I mana leaked his thing twice. And
What
killed
you're
him
saying
the
is
next
no
turn.
one
He
at
had
the
12 guys
tournament
in the air. This is
understood
fucking insane.
the Talrand is a threat.
No, yeah, nobody. He told me, he was like, I didn't prepare for
You
Talrand
don't
because I
have
didn't know that
spot
was a real
removal?
card. And like as soon as I was making all those dudes,
Not spot
no,
removal.
he runs bonfires and stuff. But I mean, he already killed Delver and Snap with Pike, and like he killed all my other guys.
Yeah, Alex's
Oh, and it
guys.
runs Geist, which is pretty good, I guess. Yeah, they're pretty good. But it's hella fun if you just want to goof around. And I just got really lucky. And,
Yeah, I want to talk about that
It's-
luck
it's great.
factor. I know we talked a little bit of it with Ryan,
Okay.
but
Which no one knows about yet.
which no one knows about yet. But we did talk about it. A lot of people like to get mad when they don't draw the card they need to win, or oh man, this was such a great hand and I just didn't draw more cards to help my hand. It's Magic, and people don't understand that, and they just get upset because they didn't draw cards good. I just want people to know to not get discouraged by that. It's just Magic.
Yeah, it has a luck factor, but it has a good balance too. Like,
yeah, I mean,
when-
you control the luck a little bit, but
yeah,
when it comes down to it, it's still luck. Yeah.
yeah. Like the best advice
just a
I can
card
give
game.
that has helped me a lot is when the game ends, is sit down and think about what in the game you could have done better. Not what went wrong for you or what card you didn't draw or whatnot. Think about like, okay, maybe I had a decent starting hand, but what about if I had mulligans? Like maybe I have a hand of all good spells, but I don't have any dudes. And even though these spells are strong, maybe you have 3 mana leaks and 2 Baver Snags, a Snapcaster and a land, or 2 lands. I don't know, that's probably 8 cards, I don't know. But, like, say you have all this ammo or all these reactive cards in your hand. You keep it because you think it's strong because it's very reactive. But, on turn 5, you still don't have a dude or something. Like, when you lose that game, do you think, well, I just didn't draw dudes, that's my deck's fault? Or do you think, maybe I should have, threw that hand away and went for war that was more active or more aggressive?
Yeah.
Because, sometimes you'll see a hand that's really good, but it may not be good against the deck you're playing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give an example of 2 sets of 7 cards. You may be playing zombies, and you're like, this card, this card, this card, and that's really good. But you may get that same hand against mono green and be like, this is really bad, even though it was really good last round. Just because you see those cards in front of you, don't get tunnel vision on just your hand. Like, also think about all the components around it. Because when you come away from a match, you need to sit down and just be like, all right, what about if I threw that hand away? What about if I had saved that Thought Scour for later? What about if I had saved that kill spell for later and just took 2, and waited for a bigger guy? There's always some cool things. I guess the easiest guy to reference is John Finkel deck. Like he played a Spirits deck on the Pro Tour. It wasn't that the deck was good, but he just it was decent, but even in his bad matchups, he just outplayed his opponent. Like, they would play a bomb and he would keep a Mana Leak in his hand, or he would keep a Vapor Snag and just like wait for the opportune moment to get his damage in. Just because they play a powerful creature doesn't mean you have to Mana Leak it. Everything's not always textbook and straightforward. I don't know. I hope that was a decent tip. It was kind of long-winded and repetitive, but don't blame your deck. Don't blame the cards.
Don't fuck up.
Try to just improve on what could have been better. Sometimes you just don't draw land. Sometimes you keep a 2-land hand and you need 3 and you're on the draw, so you get 3 draws and you run 26 land, because my deck's done that before. But maybe when you get in that situation again, maybe you think, maybe this is an aggressive deck I'm playing against, so maybe let's mulligan and try to get at least 3 lands in my hand. And don't get mad at yourself when you get 1 land and have to go down to 5. You don't auto-lose when you go to 5. You don't. I won a lot of games going down to 5. And games that I would have lost if I would have kept those first 7.
That's true. That's a good point. On that note, Houston, I kept
Oh
a
my
bunch
gosh,
of no-landers and
out.
no-landers and won the tournament.
Oh
So
my
take
God.
that, fans. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm going to keep the same with 3 pro.
Take it how you want it. Yeah, it was epic.
Man.
It's like, I'll go to 14.
Worst
No,
example ever.
Oh, you didn't see that, Alex? Dang.
But
It worked.
okay.
I'm not saying you guys should
I'm a
do
wizard.
it.
But yeah,
It
I
was
can
awesome.
probe 3 times on turn 1 and then
so
ponder with the land I drew.
Wizards! Yeah.
Hey,
saw,
I
like,
can
half my
ponder
deck
now,
every
and your
game.
opponent's
It's
like,
crazy.
really?
I just didn't shuffle.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah. I only did it if I had Delver in my hand. And I was like,
Card.
Delver, turn 1, go. And then it always blind flips. That card is stupid. I hate it more now that I played with it.
Whatever.
By the way, I'm not like a
Did you
fan.
feel dirty on the
It's
inside?
just, it's garbage. You know how many blind flips there were? Yeah, because every turn it was just like, oh fuck, let me show you this mana leak so you know you're doing nothing this turn too.
Yeah.
Fucking garbage. Swing 3. Yeah, I apologize to everyone I played. Not Michaela though, she deserved it. Fucking
Good deck.
Esper control. It wasn't her day. It's alright. Yeah, it's a pretty good deck, but Wizards just wrecks it. It didn't have a chance.
Yeah, I feel
They
kind
can't
of
do
bad
anything.
for Michaela.
Yeah, whatever.
I hate playing Zealous Conscripts after they slam down their Gideon.
I know,
and
right? Saw
so
that
I'm
face.
saying, what's that do? You kind of lose now.
What it does, it clarifies that I'm a douchebag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
pretty
the
much.
worst
Did she
thing I
ask you a bunch
did
of
was
questions,
game
too?
1. Okay. I was
Yeah.
I had like 18,000 mana, and like, I was just swinging for 1 every turn with her Talrand up, and I wasn't even targeting her Talrand. I mean, Tamio. excuse me.
Amio? Okay.
Tamio.
What?
Yeah,
She
that's
changed the
power?
deck on
Oh.
me. What the
I was
hell?
like, whoa.
So Tamio's sitting on the battlefield, and she's just
Yeah.
tapping down my land. My wolf front is what it is, so I can't just demolish her, because I'm just throwing down lands.
That's a good play.
Yeah, it's a good play. It really is. And but she has no idea I run Zealous Conscripts and that it's in my hand. So, like, as soon as Tamio hits 8, she passes turn.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool, still Tamio,
All that.
and use the ultimate. And she was like,
Heyo, Alex, douchebag of the day.
oh, and I was like, yeah, sorry.
No, you're not.
And then I started potting away birds over and
Vicious.
over and over again.
Yeah. I'm gonna pod everything.
Yeah, it was
Pod
pretty,
everything in
it was
one.
funny.
Gotcha.
But
Gotcha.
I felt
So
kind of like it.
hey, that's the best way to
She's
learn,
doing-
Alex. Don't feel bad. She learned, right?
She is doing very
she knows
well.
What that card
Like,
does now.
She
obviously.
knows the deck very
When you
well,
take a-
and she's getting to where she makes almost all decisions that the deck needs to do to function. Like, she knows the goal of the deck, and she knows how to execute it, but she doesn't know how to play against an opponent yet, if that makes sense. Like, she doesn't know how to react to different decks or react to different cards or prepare for different cards.
Which is
But she's
fine.
not to that level yet, which is
Yeah.
fine. And yeah, that's a rough way to learn. But step one, learn the deck. Step two, learn other decks. Yeah.
Learn everybody else's. Yeah, that's fair. My favorite thing was being like turn one Delver, and she was like, "What is that thing?" And I was like, "Oh, it's a 1/1 guy for one.
You didn't tell her
Bald
it
guy.
flipped?
Your turn." And
No,
and
but
then I was like,
it's
"All right,
Michaela.
I don't have to." Yeah, I know. That's why it's funny. And then next turn, I was like, "I'm gonna show you this mana leak." And she was like, "Okay, why?" And I was like, 3 in the air, got you." And she, yeah, it
Yeah,
was
Mana Leak blows
it was
up your
really fun
land.
playing her. So shout out to Michaela. That was
Yeah.
a fun.
She's not that dumb.
No, I didn't get to do that. But I did show her the altered ones, and she was like, "What do those do?"
What's
And I was like,
that? Discard your
"Nah,
hand.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna cheat her that bad."
3 in the air, got you
What's
good.
up? Got you. She was like, "Why does it flip?" And I was like, "Don't worry about it." All right, it flipped.
Matic.
But yeah. Anyway,
I ran.
next free
Get her
yeah.
done, Grove.
is awesome.
She
Anyway,
did pretty well. It's really good. I like it.
how did that go?
It runs. I think I run 10 mana dorks, and 4 Dungrove, 4 Strangleroot, 1 Thragtusk, 4 Green Sun. Like that's kind of generic. 4 Rancor, 2 Dismember, 1 Viridian Corruptor. I find it better than Acidic Swipe, and it actually helped me a lot against Danny Whitmer this week. He was just like ramp, flash in Worm Coil before I attacked, and I was like,
Do Alchemist
what?
Refuge.
Alchemist
How do you flash
Refuge
it?
land.
Cool.
Damn, I'm good.
Yeah,
Wow, that's
I know, but he flashed in before
terrible.
combat, not during. And I was like, okay, because I got a Strangleroot Geist, and I had a Revenge of the Hunted on my Strangleroot, so it gives a +6/+6 and trample. It has to be blocked. So he's like, okay, Worm Coil, and I was like, okay, Green Sun for Viridian Corruptor. Blow up your Worm Coil, makes the tokens. Both the tokens have to block. And then my prime time hit him, and it was soul bonded with a Wolfear. So Wolfear, he was
Seems
like, I
good.
didn't know people ran that card anymore. And I was like, Corruptor? And he's like, yeah. I was like, this guy does. Surprise. Yeah, I have 1 prime time in it and 2 Wolfears. And I have 2 overruns, which have kind of been underwhelming. I don't know if it's because I don't draw them very often, or the fact that I really want to try the Urban Wall Tracker and Predator Ooze combo in this, because it seems really good. I just kind of want to try a different version. I mean, the skeleton will kind of be the same, but I really like that. I may add another main Thragtusk, because I really like Thragtusk. Oh, yeah, definitely. We were going over spoilers, if you guys remember from a previous episode, and I rated Thragtusk to be an okay sideboard card, a strong pod target. I will stand corrected. This card is awesome. So, Alex, I completely apologize to you for underrating this card.
Yeah.
I just said it was okay, and it is a very good card.
Yeah.
$15 card, I can actually agree with. Like, this is a really good card and very resilient, and it makes a lot of decks cry. To the point of a topic that I'll come up or bring up later when we kind of get to the brew corner.
Cool.
Which, yeah, let's just go to that. We'll talk about Hall of Fame later. So, kind of made a little segment or an idea of a segment. We'll just kind of get feedback and see if everybody likes it or not. It's not going to be every episode, but just kind of every now and then. Brew Corner is pretty much a segment where we talk about cards that we like that don't see play and want to see play, or doing an idea that we want to elaborate on or work on or test that is kind of rogue.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, can you guys hear me? Oh man, I totally just went and took like a piss, like a long one, ate a sandwich, and got a beer, and came back in Houston. I'm still talking. So that's awesome. Just shout out.
Well,
No, that's not a
you just
troll.
Jake
That's just
Hendrick.
awesome. You just edit
You
this part
just
out where I'm
Jake
like,
Hendrick.
hey. Huh? How did I
Figure it
Jake
out.
Kendrick you? Jake Kendrick you. There's no chairs or
Yeah.
shit over here
Okay.
to throw.
Never mind.
I skipped the PTQ.
Yeah, we
okay,
got that
next.
part out.